Hey everyone, out here in the Mosquito Lagoon, looking for a big trout, but if the redfish are tailing, might play with them. Stay tuned, this should be a good one. So, started out throwing a topwater, but I noticed that there were a bunch of tails along the shoreline and couldn't pass up the opportunity. Got a hit there, but I actually had that fish on. If you notice, I cast in one area, lure popped out in another. So that fish ate it and was swimming towards me. But made a few more casts and was able to hook up to another one. There were a lot of fish in the area. They weren't schooled up, but there was a lot of singles. It's nice when they swim straight to the kayak after they made a nice long run. Don't really spook everything on the flat when they do that. But a nice little upper slot to start the day. Finally. Been striking out the topwater. Had like 5 or 6 blow-ups. Just couldn't connect. But connected to that, it's about a perfect slot. Sight fished him on the Slayer. Today might be a redfish day. My usual goal is go out and look for big trout, but when the redfish are just waving at you, on the Slayer, it's hard to not go for them. So moved on, found a creek, went up the creek and saw this dude busting bait. So of course I had to make a cast on him. Number 2. Small fish, probably about a 21, 22 inch fish. So went to another trout spot, thinking, okay, got a little bit of time left before this window closes. Let me make a move. They weren't in the first spot, so they got to be somewhere. And this was, I think, the 3rd cast. There's a deep hole that I found in this creek area, and these fish tend to stack up on it and use it as an ambush point. Goes from about 1.5 feet to where I am, and the hole is about 4 foot deep. But spots like that, you kind of just stumble on. I lucked out and found that hole, and it's been reliable. But I gotta say, I'm trying out the Yozuri pencil topwater. It's what I got the 30 on a few trips back, but I've been missing a lot of fish this morning.
It's about a 24, 23, 24, maybe 25. It's a nice fish. I had to move to find them. Let's see. Yeah, about 25.
In this clip, you can see exactly where the hole is where the trout blows up. And again, these hooks they're not good. I've never missed so many fish on topwater, or at least it's been a very long time since I've missed this many fish. And it's not like they're missing the topwater. I'm hooking them for a few seconds and then they're just coming off. At this point, I'm like, finally, a fish is sticking for more than 10 seconds. And this snook isn't big by any means, but after losing so many fish on the topwater, I'm babying this fish. And you can see, like, one good head shake and this fish would have been lost. He had one treble hook in on the tip of his mouth.
There's my slam. That was going to be a big trout.
If I wanted to catch small underslot snook, I would have stayed in South Florida. I'm here for big trout. And this fish was the final straw. It was a nice fish. And the fact that he just popped off like that, I'm not using a lot of drag. The hooks were sharp. It's just, I don't know. I'm gonna switch back to skitter walks. So after that, I went red fishing because I got fed up. Saw this guy cruising along the shoreline. And I just miscalculated by a little bit and just came too close to his face. But had another shot shortly after at a different fish. And I thought this fish would continue swimming, but if you can see the stick, the fish just stopped at the stick and was just looking at it. So I had to make a perfect cast right next to the stick, which wasn't too hard, but he ate it instantly. Oh, no, he's still there. It's a nicer fish, probably going to be the biggest fish of the day. Alright. It's going to be a redfish day. Redfish number 3. Nice overslot. Probably about a 29, 30 incher. Yeah. I was just about to leave this area. I saw him bust. Once again, Slayer does it again. Nice fish. Good to see these overslots. There he goes. So after that, kept on moving and found this drum that was just belly crawling, and it was probably about a 10-15 pound fish, just in super shallow water. And sometimes I get them to eat a paddle tail. Ideally I should have thrown a gulp or something at it, but I was lazy. You could see the fish crystal clear. So after that, moved on. If you look by the shoreline, there's a little tip glistening against the sun. That's a red. And yeah, just showed up a little bit too late. And he attacked that school of bait and was not interested in eating after that. So we got a mouthful of little minnows. So moved on. A few hours later of nothingness, I found a drum that was willing to eat a paddle tail. So I think I found some fish. I found this drum, and then I also found a few reds that were busting along the shoreline around the drum. But the drum was the first fish I saw, so made a cast over. He went over and hailed it, and yeah, I'm trying to horse this fish in because I want to go after the reds too. I mean, I saw the fish flare up like he ate it, but somehow I got him on his gills. It happens. And as I'm grabbing the fish, I'm hearing explosions on the other side of the mangrove line. So I know the reds are still over there. I know they're still happy. I just gotta find them.
It's been slow, but I think I found the fish.
So eventually found them and didn't get a good hook set. And found the last one that I saw. He was floating along the shoreline, stuck out like a sore thumb in this little bit dirty water. And you can kind of see him. He's about at my 12 o'clock along the shoreline. Put it right in front of him, but he didn't want it. And after that, I was like, you know what? It's hot as hell out here. There's no wind. So let me just call it before I have a heat stroke. Forgot to do an outro, so you're just getting an old footage of me going in. But yeah, it was kind of a slow day. Missed a lot of fish on the pencil popper, which, I mean, it's not getting taken out again. I'd rather use a mirror lure top dog over that. And then, I mean, I was sight fishing reds. There were one out of every 3 or 4 I would see would hit. But yeah, it was a pretty bad day as far as numbers goes. 1 drum, 3 reds, 1 trout, 1 snook. Caught a few smaller trout too that didn't make it on the camera. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. I mean, not every trip's a knock out of the park for inshore for me. This is one of those trips. But hope you enjoyed. If you did, like and subscribe. Till next time, see ya.